all these podcasts, all these interviews, all these things you're learning, you
Mm-hmm.
can, I mean, it's digitalized. You can save it, and
Mm-hmm.
for the future reference, if your daughter can look back on it, I would say that's already a win.
You were an interviewee, so how does it feel?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, I
It
always
was, it
ask the
was,
question. Yeah. Uh-huh.
honestly, if it was fine, if it was normal to me, it's just another
Mm-hmm.
podcast to me, like talking to a new person. I guess I'm kind of used to that, but I
Mm-hmm.
need to drink more water now because my mouth is more dry because I'm the one talking way more.
Oh,
That's the
I
only
get it.
difference.
Okay, I get it. Yeah. So, let's see. And then you know what? On your Threads account, I
Hmm.
saw the survey, and okay, so let me just take a look on it. So there were two options, and then you just ask the audience like raw or more edited professional style podcasts. So yeah, so you just ask like this. So
Hmm.
uh yeah, I have a serious question, raw or more edited professional style podcasts. So and I casted a vote definitely for raw and uncut. So can you
Hmm.
tell me yeah, the moment when you posted this on Threads? Like so you were thinking about which one would be better, like a raw
Yeah.
or more professional? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So,
So when I posted that, so whenever I make most of my tweets, or sorry, not tweets,
uh-huh.
I'm not on Twitter, I'm not X.
Uh-huh.
Most of my threads, they're usually late
Uh-huh.
night when I'm either listening to podcasts as well, and I just get an idea because I
Mm,
usually listen to
mm,
my podcast at night
mm,
when I do my
mhm.
whole routine, brushing my teeth, doing my nightly stretches. That's when nighttime is the most creative time for me. That's why I love my night
Yeah, me
times.
too. Yeah, we either like a 2 or 3 a.m.
And night
Yeah,
times are my
so
most
that's
creative side, and I love my nighttime. If someone tried to disturb me during my nighttime, oh,
mm-hmm.
no, just don't.
Mm,
So usually nighttime, I do my agenda, I do my journaling, uh, skincare, brush my teeth, nightly yoga, stretching, and then I just sit in my room for 15-10 minutes. And that usually takes like an hour, 45
uh-huh.
minutes. And during that time is
Uh-huh.
when I listen to my podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess having that me time and
Mm-hmm.
also not being distracted by the world because the world is asleep by then,
Mm-hmm.
my brain gets very creative. And sometimes it's hard for me to sleep or I get out of bed
Uh-huh.
and I have to write this down because I'm just thinking of something.
Same
But
here.
when I make my
Mm-hmm.
thread shine, it's usually at nighttime
Mm-hmm.
when I'm
Mm-hmm.
listening to podcasts. And the reason why I said raw or uncut was because
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about, for example, in that moment, we were talking about like AI, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the person that was being interviewed, he said, in a world where AI is always growing and everything, you don't know if it's real or fake. Like, have you ever seen the Sora 2 videos online?
Some samples. I saw some
Some
sample
samples, they
videos.
always have the
Yeah.
watermarks that says it's Sora 2 because it's so realistic.
Oh,
What he
yeah.
said, it's
You know. Mm-hmm.
in a world of AI when things are getting harder and harder to distinguish between whether it's real or fake,
Right.
people love the
Mm-hmm.
authenticity and they would be more drawn to the more uncut
Mm-hmm.
imperfection side because
Mm-hmm.
seeing robots seeing perfect,
Mm-hmm.
it's nice, the thought about
Mm-hmm.
it, but it's not human and you can't really, what's the word here? Relate to them, right?
Uh-huh.
For
Uh,
example, where if you have a robot, sorry, not a robot, if you have someone who's always talking, not saying ums or buts or messing up, it's kind of hard to relate to someone who is more human and they mess up, they talk, they stutter on their words, right? And there's more
mm-hmm.
relatability to that, which is why during my
Mm-hmm.
first few podcasts, I tried to be so perfect, but I realized number one, I was burning
Mm,
myself out, and then number two was
definitely.
I'm not being who I am and I'm not enjoying the process as much. So once I started being more
Mm-hmm.
open, more authentic, and leaving the raw, uncut stuff in there, it felt more easier and it also made easy editing way easier.
Ah, okay. All right, that's way better. So you know what? Actually, I had a kind of concern when I started my podcast channel. Same like you. So I want to make it kind of a professional. So at the very first moment, I was kind of afraid to show my face to the others because I
Hmm.
was afraid of well, there might be some negative comments or okay, but yeah, whatever. I just started and then yeah, that concerns just yeah, faded away. So
Hmm.
and then yeah, so yeah, that's where I am now. Just I want to make it professional and I so through this experience I faced my greediness. So actually I used to be a kind of a person like satisfying with yeah, little perks
Hmm.
like having a tea in the morning like that. But yeah, so after having a kid, yeah, so the things have changed and then I'm a breadwinner, so yeah, so it just changed my life a lot. So yeah, and I had to start my own branding. I started to make my own brand, so that's why I've started my podcast.
Hmm.
So, you know what? I just wonder, this thing happens to you. So after posting my video clip, I check the number of views. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know where you're going, but
So,
continue. Yeah.
yeah, so I wonder other creators do that too. So, yeah. So, what about you? So, do you check or yeah, you used to check the number of views in the past?
I feel like everyone checks their number of views, whether it's anything you post online.
I'm not
You
alone. Yeah.
you always want to
Mhm.
check the views, people commenting, how much engagement, do people even
Mhm.
like it? And even that one
Mhm.
dislike is like, oh my God, I got one dislike and there's only two people watching. That means one person didn't like this at all, right? No, I get that. I'm
100%. Yeah.
like I'm not
Uh-huh.
big in whatever way. Like
Uh-huh.
every single view to me still counts. But
Mhm.
how I reframe my mindset into anything I post online because before the podcast, before
Mhm.
2024, I
Mhm.
hated being on social media. Like you did not see me
Mm.
on any social media. Like I would
Wow.
this thing right here, I would be on it probably 30 minutes a day. Like I didn't like to be on my phone. I just didn't want to be what's the word? I just wasn't into social media like that. Like I was into my own
Uh-huh.
life, whatever it's real, tangible, not anything I see online. But when I
Mhm.
started this,
Mhm.
there was a lot of fear and pressure uh, posting online and having people judge me, not just from my family and friends, but from
Mhm.
like it's online. Anybody can see it. You don't know who they are. Thousands and thousands, if
Uh-huh.
not millions, people are watching
Mhm.
you, right?
Mhm.
So at the beginning, it was very nerve-wracking. And I'll tell you a funny story. When I posted my first podcast, my first episode, I meant to
Uh-huh.
post it on my Mindset Journaling, my podcast Instagram only, and just tag myself.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah.
I don't use Instagram much, and I don't know if this was new at the time, but there was a
Uh-huh.
collaborating option on Instagram when you post, and I didn't know
Mm.
that collaborating means it posts both on yours and the person you
Uh-huh.
collaborated with. So when I posted
Uh-huh.
that, I'm like, oh, it's okay. And then I look online, I open it later on, and I see
Uh-huh.
everybody liking, everybody commenting, and it's posted on my personal like Instagram. And I'm like, whoa, that was a very big scare because I
Oh.
don't post anything. The last time I posted was 2020. 2020
Uh-huh.
is my last post, and I don't use Instagram much. So when I posted that, it was just a big shock, and I guess it was a
Uh-huh.
blessing in disguise because it kind of got me. That was a big step or foot into the door.
Uh-huh.
But that was a very, very scary moment for me, and I was really thinking, oh, do I just delete this now? Do I just repost it on my other thing so no one really knows? But everyone saw it already. It's been up for 2 hours. And I'm like,
Um,
oh my God, I didn't expect that. And then I called my friend because I invited him to be a collaborator as well. And he didn't know
oh,
as
okay.
well. And then it posted on
Uh-huh.
all three of our accounts. We're like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Wow, it's a big step.
Well, yeah, but yeah, so it happens and then maybe it was the destiny to yeah,
Hmm.
show off, yeah, on Instagram. And okay, so by the way, so actually no one knows about my podcast project.
Hmm. Okay.
So what about you? So around you, so your friends or family, do they know about your podcast channel?
Oh yeah, after that post, everyone knew. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But how I reframe it
Okay,
to
so
answer
a
your
person.
question,
Mm-hmm.
Shine,
Mm-hmm.
is I've gotten used to posting online now, and the way I think
Mm-hmm.
about it is people don't care about you as much as you think. So although you are posting something, you are putting one thing out,
Mm-hmm.
people's attention spans are really short. Like just imagine yourself on
Mm-hmm.
social media. I don't know if you use social media a
Mm-hmm.
lot, but I can just
Mm-hmm.
imagine myself on social media. So when I'm looking through stories, I'm looking through posts, I look at it and then not even the first 2 seconds I'd be clicking away. Or I look at it, oh, this person did this, cool, swipe. And then it's out of my brain for the next, like it's out of my brain
Mm-hmm.
forever until someone brings it back. So
Mm-hmm.
whenever I post online now, or whenever I do post a podcast, yes, it's a bit nervous. I'm like, I post it, I close it,
Yeah.
I run away, I don't want to look at it. But at the end of the day,
Okay.
I know that it's just one moment for them. So it doesn't re it
Uh-huh.
wouldn't really matter as much. It wouldn't affect me
Uh-huh.
as much as I think it would. So I became more comfortable
Uh-huh.
just posting, getting things out there, speaking my mind,
Mm-hmm.
and if people resonate with it, they
Mm-hmm.
do. If they don't, that's
Mm-hmm.
fine. They
Mm-hmm.
won't remember it.
Mm-hmm.
Most likely won't
Mm-hmm.
remember it anyways. And at the end of the day, even if I post all these podcasts, even if I post anything online
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't go anywhere, at least I have this confidence. At least I'm building a portfolio to say, hey, this is what I did.
Mm-hmm.
This is my life. This is what I did during this time. This is what I've accumulated. I'm proud of myself for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and yeah, so and then yeah, so I gotta keep that in my mind. But actually, the thing is, so this podcast project is my second project
Hmm.
I'm doing on YouTube. And actually the first project, I it lasted a month and I quit because I was kind of frustrated. Because like yeah, sometimes it's like it drains my energy. So
Oh yeah,
like I
100%.
upload the video clips and then yeah, so the number of views that's kind of a low. So the funny thing is, so have you ever talked with ChatGPT? Like
Oh, all the time. That's my best friend.
all the time? Oh my
That's
God,
my best
babe.
friend.
Yeah. Yeah, so well, so actually before this interview, I just did kind of a role playing with ChatGPT, but it didn't help at all. But anyways, so the thing is, so one day I was talking about my YouTube strategy with not my yeah with ChatGPT. So I didn't name it. Yeah, anyways, so I just talked about the things I want to do in the future, such as throwing a party at home and inviting people, and then yeah, so throwing a
Hmm.
potluck party and the many other things that I want to do in the future. So ChatGPT suggested me like this. Okay, so Shine. So maybe the reason why you were frustrated by uploading yeah posting your video clips on YouTube, maybe you just did it by yourself, you did it alone, so why don't you just collaborate with others? And then I got the hint to start my podcast project from it.
Hmm.
So
Can I ask, what was your first project?
my first project,
What was it
mm,
about? If you wanted
okay,
to speak on it.
it's okay, yeah, but actually it's quite funny. It was like a vlog. So
Okay.
and yeah, so the video clips yeah, we're like visiting a bookstore and the visiting shopping mall and the visiting desserts places. So yeah, and then so yeah, so now I know that why it didn't last because I just only posted I only filmed the video clips that I wanted film. I didn't
Hmm.
think about the audience. So
Hmm.
that's why I failed. But yeah, so after that, so I just got some advice from others. Yeah, so
Hmm.
this time, yeah, so I changed the topic for my podcast.
Yeah. I mean, it
So,
depends what
mm-hmm,
your goal is, right?
mm-hmm,
I wouldn't say you failed if your goal was
mm-hmm,
just to post what you wanted, right? If you have an Instagram and you just post what you wanted, that's totally
mm-hmm,
fine. Even with low followers, low likes, you have close
mm-hmm,
friends and families that follow you. I wouldn't say that's a fail. But if your goal is something else, like reaching a
mm-hmm,
audience or trying to expand
mm-hmm,
outside of your immediate circle, then that's
uh-huh,
a different story. Then you have to think, okay, instead of posting what I want to do, which realistically only my mom, my dad, my brother, like two of my friends care about,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
how do I appeal to other people who I want to attract to come to me? So it's just what your goal is and how you're posting or who you're addressing it to.
Yeah, right. So actually, back then I didn't have any clear goal. So yeah, and so that's why I didn't have any driving force at that time. But these days I have one clear goal, branding.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then I'm thinking of the educational making educational programs like well, this is my dream so far,
Hmm.
yeah. And then I'm just taking little baby steps for filming podcasts, and then
Hmm.
so when I post the video clips, then yeah, so people would be interested in yeah, the content of the video clips. And maybe I can design a lecture with the interviewees, or
Yeah.
by the way, have you heard of human library?
No, I haven't. What is that?
Oh, oh, okay. So, human library is like this. So, we borrow books from the library, and yeah, like that. So, human library is like, so yeah, it's like interview. Yeah, it's like
Okay.
interviewing people. Uh, but the thing is, so the interviewees, I mean the human books, they just give several keywords to the audience, and based on those keywords, the audience would ask the interviewees some questions.
Some questions. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
it
what
goes
style is
like
it?
that.
Is it, for example, is it like an interview? Is it
Yeah,
kind of like a performance? Like
performance.
how is a
Oh,
human interview?
uh-huh.
How does
How
it
it goes
work?
like. Uh-huh. Okay. So, to be honest, I haven't experienced it, but I just read it from an article, and I
Hmm.
want to try it. And I
Oh, okay.
guess, yeah, rather than a performance, I guess it's a kind of an interview. But ah, now I remember. So it's one-on-one interview, basically.
Hmm.
Yeah. So and people go to the library, and then so there are some volunteers for human library. There are some volunteer interviewees, and then yeah, so one person goes there, and then yeah, so they ask them, oh, I want to talk with this person, and then yeah, so they would be interviewed like 20 or 30 minutes, like that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
and yeah, and well, what I want to do is one and yeah, there would be one interviewee, and there are several interviewers. So
Hmm.
yeah, so
Oh, okay. No, that's
that's
pretty
what I'm
cool.
planning.
And
Mm-hmm.
Shine, you said you're a teacher right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have kids, right?
Have one kid.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you have your one
Uh,
kid.
yeah,
How old are
yeah,
they, if I
yeah.
may ask?
She's becoming 3 this coming
She's
November.
becoming 3. Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Mm,
What I would probably say, or what came to mind
mm-hmm.
when you were talking about the human interview and you wanting to leave something, I guess, for example,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
is let's say, for example, your goal, whatever your goal may be, is to have your daughter, when she grows up, have a collection of these human interviews that her mother, Shine,
Mm-hmm.
gave to her. So when she grows
Mm-hmm.
up, she could be
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, I watched this interview with my mother and this person. That's a
Mm-hmm.
lecture in itself. I can learn something from that. So I was
Ooh.
also thinking if you can frame it in a way where all these podcasts, all these interviews, all these things you're learning, You
Mm-hmm.
can, I mean, it's digitalized. You can save it, and
Mm-hmm.
for the future reference, if your daughter can look back on it, I would say that's already a win.
Mm-hmm. Wow, I haven't thought of it actually because well, thinking of my daughter, yeah, so I've been thinking like I want to be a role model for her.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and I want her to be a content creator, and I want to just do the things earlier than her, then I can teach her the things
Mm-hmm.
later. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, the point of yeah, to your point of view is quite fresh. Yeah, actually, I haven't thought about that. So, thank you. Yeah.
No
So,
worries. This because
oh,
I when I do these interviews, I like to ask one of my signature final questions is
mm,
if you would give one piece of advice you would give to your younger self, or if they have a kid or
mm-hmm,
whatever, if there was
mm-hmm,
one piece of advice you can give your son or daughter that if they
mm-hmm,
knew about this, if they took this one piece of advice, it would change
mm-hmm,
their life for the better, what would it be?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
So I would always frame it in
mm-hmm,
a way where whatever you do today, in terms of, for
mm-hmm.
example, this podcast,
Mm-hmm.
if you go into it with the mindset of thinking, okay, I'm gonna make this podcast, this episode, the best value I can for my future daughter when she grows up, for her to learn, see like who Shine is, her mother is, and just take one piece of advice that would help her live better throughout her life. That's
Mm-hmm.
already a win.
Wow. You the question. So, what advice would you give to your younger self?
My younger self,
Yeah.
uh, my younger self. If
You
there was
can
one thing
take
I'd
your time
probably,
because, yeah, I can edit. Yeah. So take your
yeah,
time. Yeah.
if there was one thing I would tell my younger self that would probably drastically change how he lived his life
Mm-hmm.
continuing forward would probably be just be yourself, just be authentic. I think growing up as a
Mm-hmm.
kid, I didn't have much
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
self-confidence, I would say. I didn't have
Mm-hmm.
much self-confidence. I cared too much about
Mm-hmm.
what other people's opinions or judgment was
Mm-hmm.
on me that I sometimes wouldn't do certain things, or I would do certain things because of what I would think people would think of me. For example, I would go
Mm-hmm.
to parties because I wanted to be cool, I wanted to be liked, I wanted to see my friends, but I didn't really want to
Uh-huh.
go inside because it's just a waste of time, or
Oh.
I knew it wasn't my setting. Or for example, I would go to, what would be an example? What would be an example? Let's say I would go to the club and party and sing and dance with people, but I
Uh,
know that's not my vibe. I don't, I'm not that type of
uh-huh.
person. Back then, I probably would have if they influenced me to,
Mm-hmm.
but now I know who myself is. I have more self-confidence in who I am, that I'm capable and able
Mm-hmm.
to say, no, I don't want to do this because why? I'm not into it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. And then it doesn't affect them as much as it affect me on making the decision to say yes or no to something. And it's just through
Mm-hmm.
a lot of discovering, self-repetition, exploring myself that
Mm-hmm.
I was able to gain this self-confidence because now I know who I am. And I failed many, many times. I messed up a boatload of times. Just no one sees it. No one sees it
Same here,
anywhere.
same here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone
Yeah.
can say the same thing. They've always been through stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's background and struggles and pains are different, but
Mm-hmm.
we always don't see what the person had to go through to become who they are today, right? So you can never
Mm-hmm.
judge a book by its cover, and you
Mm-hmm.
just have to take it with an open mind rather than just be reactive, rather than just be offensive on their answer, right? So it's really just
Mm-hmm.
telling myself, just be who you are. Who cares about what other people think? As long as you're living your happy life to whatever standard, whatever happiness is to you, I think you're already
Mm-hmm.
winning.
Definitely, yeah. And then, but yeah, so sometimes these days I think about the question like, what does it mean being myself? So, and then
Hmm.
I also think about, well, these days. so many books and there's so many lectures they say you gotta love yourself. And
Hmm.
then yeah, so sometimes I just think about it. Okay, so what does it mean exactly loving myself? So have you
Hmm.
ever thought about that?
Loving yourself, like what does it mean?
Yeah, yeah. So what it exactly means. So I just thought of some example answers like, okay, so eating well, sleeping well, and having some hot tea in the
Yeah.
morning. Yeah, like
Yeah.
to have a healthy routine, or saying no to the people who are rude to me, or not being fooled by the people who belittle me, or
Hmm.
yeah, like that. So there are so many examples or cases. So yeah, so and
I
I
think
asked around. Oh, go on.
no, no, continue, sorry.
So I asked around my friends this question, and then yeah, so yeah, so they had all different answers. So
Hmm.
mm,
So your
so
question is, how do
what
I
do you
love
think?
myself?
Yeah, yeah,
I think loving yourself, in my eyes, means just being comfortable with who you are, right?
mm-hmm.
Vincent, who is Vincent? I'm someone who likes to sing and dance in the shower, listen to music
Singing,
at
dance
night.
in the shower.
I love singing and
Wow,
dancing in the shower, yeah. I'm
wow.
someone who likes to play
Mm-hmm,
sports. I injure myself all the time. Like I'm pretty injury prone at this point, but I
mm-hmm,
would still always play sports. Doesn't matter.
mm-hmm,
I'll play sports until the day I physically can't play sports. Like I love sports. But just being comfortable who you are. If you like a certain type of music, it's, there's no shame in liking it. Just if other people think weirdly or different about you, it's okay. It's their
mm-hmm,
opinion. So I would say loving yourself is just being comfortable with who you are, who you're becoming, and being okay or accepting that whatever happened in the past is the past, and you've grown into who you are because of it. So never think your
mm-hmm,
past or your past mistakes or trauma or whatever that happened before was some type of what was it, misfortune. Because although it does seem like a misfortune at the moment, you can look back in the future or today and think, wow, because I messed up and posted on both my Instagrams because I didn't know what collaborating on Instagram means. I'm
It
now
had.
capable.
Mm-hmm,
It happened for a
mm-hmm,
reason. Now I'm more capable of,
mm-hmm,
or I'm more open to posting who I am, showing myself because I don't really take other people's opinions about me as seriously as I used to think.
mm-hmm,
So I think that's what loving yourself means, is just being comfortable with who you are and accepting yourself for all your flaws and beauty.
mm-hmm. Yeah. So the thing is, actually, sometimes I accept my flaws. Yeah, and then some yeah, because yeah, so I have a kind of a mood swing. So sometimes I feel okay, yeah, so yeah, so yeah, who cares? Yeah, so I'm not perfect. Okay, so whatever.
Hmm.
But sometimes I'm too strict on myself, so it goes back and forth like that. So anyways, and oh, by the way, you mentioned that you journal, you write journals.
I do journal. Yeah, I journal a lot. I'm a
Uh
big journaler.
Oh, wow. So, and a friend of mine, he writes several kinds of journals, like marathon journal, and then, what else? Mind journal. I don't know. Like he writes several journals. Like, yeah. But so, can you tell me about your journaling? Like,
My
how you
journals?
started it? Yeah. So how? Yes. Yeah. Of course, except the private parts, like.
Yeah, yeah,
Of
yeah. The
course, yeah.
generic.
Yeah. So what do you
This
write on it generally? Yeah.
so generally I have a basic journal which I write in every single day. It's the like a gratitude journal, like 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night.
Oh.
So you can find these online anywhere. They're literally every day when you wake up, spend like 5, 10 minutes or however long it takes you to write or
Uh-huh.
think about these things.
Uh-huh.
It's waking up, so it's divided into two sections. So the lighter section is
Mm.
3 things you're grateful for, and then it's what would make today great, and then
Mm-hmm.
daily affirmations like I am XYZ, and that's for the morning
Mm-hmm.
time. And then at
Mm-hmm.
nighttime, the great part, it's 3 amazing things that happened today And then
Mhm.
an action step is how could I have made today better? So
Mm.
I've been writing these prompts in every single day for since 2020. Funny enough, my mother just gave me the journal. Like she just threw me the book. She's like, Vincent, a client gave this to me. Here, take it.
Oh.
And I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay. And then that kind of started my, what's been almost closing in on 6 years of just journaling every single day. And the
Mhm.
craziest thing about journaling, at least in my opinion, is it
Mhm.
made me so much more appreciative, more
Mhm.
open-minded, and aware of
Wow.
the things I have around me. Like I used to be so hard-headed and I had a lot of anger issues, but I think two
Uh-huh.
things made me very open-minded and calmer, I would say nowadays. It's journaling, being grateful for what I am or for the things in my life, and
Mhm.
doing more of the things that give me joy in life.
On your podcast. So, how do you reach out to the interviewees? So, in my
hmm
case, I usually DM or yeah, sometimes some entrepreneurs text me like that. So, yeah, how do you reach out to your interviewees?
In the beginning, it was a lot
Uh-huh.
of just people I knew. And at the time, it was just
Oh.
people, they weren't necessarily, so you'll even figure and experience this out. Anybody will, whenever they're starting something, is that
Mm-hmm.
things never go according to your plan. So you have a plan laid
Mm-hmm.
out, but it always changes. So in the beginning, I was only interviewing, like, for example, people that I knew, like my friends and etc. But they still had that entrepreneurial mind, openness to growth, and etc. They had those character traits that I was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
As I was as I was recording more, making more episodes, I kind of ran out of people in a sense.
Oh,
So then I
running
had to
out
be more
of
creative.
people. Uh-huh.
So in the
Uh-huh.
beginning, it was everyone I knew, so it's pretty easy. It's like warm leads, right? And then once it
Uh-huh.
got to a point, I'm like, okay, I don't have anyone in my immediate circle that I can
Mm-hmm.
really fit the theme of it. I started doing
Mm-hmm.
what you do, like I was doing reach out, DMing people. I would ask for referrals, so referral is a big thing. So asking people to if they know people, and then
Mm-hmm.
just DMing, going from there as well.
Mm, I see. Yeah. And then actually this is just my personal story about in November I'm planning to fly to Dubai. So
Oh,
just
okay.
yeah, kind of stay there for a week. So the thing is nowadays I interview people through Zoom, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
planning to interview the people yeah, meeting them in person. But the thing is um yeah, so I know, no, not know. So I don't know anyone in Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how to start to find the interviewees. So actually, I emailed. Anyways, I'm flying to there to participate in the exhibition. So once
Mm-hmm.
I emailed to them, like I want to interview some entrepreneurs, or I reached out to the business community in Dubai. But yeah, so it's I couldn't find the way exactly. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
What I would do,
Hmm.
probably in
Hmm.
your situation, would so you're going for an exhibition, right? You said, Shine?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. And depending on what type of exhibition it is, if they're all business owners,
It's a
amazing. Like
education. Yeah. So oh yeah,
edu
and there would be a lot of entrepreneurs.
yeah, so you can network and
Yeah.
talk to them over there as
Hmm.
well. You can even post on threads, hey, I'm going to wherever, wherever,
Hmm.
anyone in the area or would love to connect,
Hmm.
etc. I think October, 2 weeks ago,
Hmm.
I met a guy from Alberta that came to Toronto just on
Hmm.
threads because he said, anyone in Toronto, any entrepreneurs in Toronto, let's connect. And I responded to that and we met
Oh.
up probably 2 weeks ago and I had a great time. Like he was a day trader. I met his whole team, his whole crew and what he does. And it was just a crazy experience and crazy day in general don't be
Uh-huh.
afraid to just talk to people, go out there. Even if they are not your people or they reject you, it's okay because you're not going to see them anyways, anywhere. Um,
Yeah.
just depending on I guess your comfortability, because I'm a pretty extroverted person now, just because I used to do sales and it was door-to-door
Mm,
sales. So I would always go to business to business to business to business and talking to business owners, talking to a bunch of people. And at the time I was so scared. I'm like, I'm just a kid. I'm in no position to, I feel inferior talking to someone who has a business or who's making way more money
mm,
than me or who has like 5 stores and is traveling around the world. Like I feel so little compared to him. But just
mm,
through practice and repetition, depending on your comfort level, you can go up to people, you can go up to businesses and be like, hey, I want to talk to you. What do you do? And then just
mm.
go on from there.
Okay, so yeah, so then okay, then I'll try. Then I'll just interest myself to them, and then yeah, because I'm staying there only a week, but
Mhm.
okay, I'll give it a shot. But
Or
you
you can
know what?
always ask
Sometimes,
ChatGPT.
oh,
You can always ask
sorry,
ChatGPT.
ask what?
Oh,
Ask
ask
what?
ChatGPT and be like, I'm going
ChatGPT.
to this area. Who are some people or influencers or famous people or business owners around the area that I can talk to and get their information,
Mm-hmm,
address, go up
mm-hmm.
to them since you're already in Dubai. That's what
Yeah.
ChatGPT is amazing.
I always appreciate ChatGPT, by the way. Yeah, right. Yes, I'll try. And then, so, you know what? Yeah, so tell me about your company, your brand, because so I Googled it, but the website is not your company's. So yeah, so
Oh,
I'm curious. Yeah,
for Kubo tea?
the brand. Yeah. So and
Yeah.
I okay, yeah. So and I'm also curious about why you chose tea so as
Hmm.
your item. Yeah, especially it sounds like really healthy. It feels
I
like
hope
it
it is.
is it right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean
yeah.
with it feels like it has no caffeine and then it feels like it's organic and
Yeah, depending on what
right?
you order, some things may have
Mm,
caffeine or not. So
uh-huh.
Kubo tea is the business me and my business partner run. His name is Gabe. So
Mm-hmm.
it's mainly Gabe's thing. He's the one who first started it. His idea was
Mm-hmm.
during COVID time, 2020. He's a big bubble tea drinker. He loves his drinks, so he would always go out
Mm-hmm.
to different places, get bubble tea and stuff. But when during COVID happened, he couldn't
Mm-hmm.
go out and get bubble tea. So he was like, just experimenting at home and then trying different drinks, flavors, ratios out. And he's like, the thought came to his mind. He was like, why don't I just make my own? It's way cheaper, but take it a
Mm-hmm.
step further and be, hey, why don't I just make my own? Because I think it's good enough to sell. So that's what he did.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
2023, end of 2023 is when he asked me to come on board and help. And that's when
Yeah.
I got affiliated and joined Kubo, like really joined
Uh-huh.
Kubo. And now at the moment we just do pop-up markets. We're getting more into catering, hopefully opening up a location soon. I don't know how soon, but
Mm.
having a location up and then continuing to growing on that business. So Kubo means it's a Filipino word. My Gabe is Filipino. I'm Chinese.
Oh, uh-huh.
So Kubo means hut. And if you search up Kubo like on Google, Kubo Philippines or something, you would see like
Uh-huh.
a very traditional hut. And Kubo literally just means hut. So what we
Mm-hmm.
sell is we branched out from just bubble tea to more drinks in general. So now we have, let's say, coffees, we have our bubble tea as well, like milk tea, we have
Mm-hmm.
refreshers, and we have fruit juices and stuff like that. But everything is organic and everything is made from hand. So there's no powder or anything. Everything is organic. Everything we make from most of the things we make from scratch. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but our thing is more on the healthier side, organic side, and we just like experimenting with flavors and giving people drinks.
Mm. So what's your favorite flavor then?
What's my favorite flavor? I
Uh,
like personally, if I'm being biased, I like the Hong Kong pro milk tea. I don't know if it's because I'm Chinese and it kind of relates, but I just like what it is. A lot of Filipino people, they like ube. Ube is big in the Philippines. Do you know what ube is?
no, can you break it down?
Ube, imagine, you know
Is it,
taro. It's a
Oh,
purple yam. Do you know what taro is?
well,
Taro?
oh,
Taro? Taro?
yeah. So it's a kind of like a violet colored,
Yeah, it's a purple
right?
color. It's a root.
Kind of light
Yeah.
purple colored. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's one of my favorite. Yeah,
Yeah. So
I
ube
love
is
taro
just
milk tea. Yeah.
yeah, so
Mm,
imagine ube is
mm.
literally just in my best explanation, in my best non-Filipino explanation is sweetened taro in a sense.
Uh-huh.
But it's
Sweet.
not it's different from
Uh-huh.
actual taro because it's a different root. But
Uh-huh.
if to give it like the best generic basic explanation, I just explain to people, hey, it's just imagine taro, but it's
Mm.
sweet and tastes a little bit more earthier. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, so it's like 100% ube then,
For
or
oh
for
the
for
actual
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
your
yeah.
favorite flavor. Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
So, so it's like tea bag, like, or is it kind of a tea leaf
Oh,
format
so
for more?
so we prep all the tea. So imagine like any type of drink company or bubble tea
Mm-hmm.
store or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We prep all the tea, we have it in the barrels, and then when people order,
Mm-hmm.
we'd pour out the tea, pour out for example, if it's ube, we put like a ube paste. Like we
Mm-hmm.
pre-batch it, mix it,
Mm-hmm.
whatever to
Mm-hmm.
make it
Mm-hmm.
how it is, and then we pour it
Mm-hmm.
into with the tea in a shaker, add ice,
Mm-hmm.
add whatever else we need to, and then shake it up and just pour it in.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Mm-hmm.
everything is made from scratch in front of you rather than just it's like a pre-made from the grocery store just
Mm-hmm.
pick up. Because that way it's more
Mm-hmm.
fresh. And that way, if you let things sit too long, the separation in the drinks,
Yeah, yeah,
it'll
yeah.
separate and it'll
Uh-huh.
taste weird and it just looks weird, right?
Oh,
So everything is
okay.
made from
I
scratch right
got
in
it.
front of you.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, yeah, so I'm really curious about the taste. Like similar to taro, but more earthy. Yeah. So anyways, yeah.
Everything is
So,
sweet, yeah.
uh-huh. All right. Yeah. So, by the way, yeah, so there are many other questions, but it's yeah, over an hour. So, and yeah, so any questions you want to be asked?
Any questions that I want you to ask
That
me?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, Nothing really that comes to mind. If you want to
Okay,
ask
yeah.
me anything.
All
If there's
right. Yeah.
something you really want to know, you can ask
So
me. I'm pretty
let's
open.
see. Already I asked you a lot of questions. Okay. So I love the word dream board.
Okay.
And then yeah, so if you can yeah, so I put several things on your dream board, then what would be the first thing that you would put on your dream board? Any kind
On
of
my dream
image?
board.
Yeah. Do you have dream board?
Okay. I actually do have a vision board, which I put right over here, but I just took it down because it would look weird on camera. So literally 5 minutes before we
Okay.
came on, I literally just took it down. Ironically enough, yeah.
Goosebumps. Wow. So,
It's on the floor right
okay,
now.
then can you show me then if
Can
it's if
you
you
want me
don't
to show
want,
you?
then it's totally okay. Yeah, but it's private thing. So if you don't want it, then yeah.
Uh-huh. I mean,
But,
I can just tell you
uh-huh,
what's on it. So what I
uh-huh.
have on it is I have a picture of friends because I always want to make meaningful connections, have a lot of people around me that surround myself with a good friend group and just have fun, right? Because
Mm-hmm,
life is more fun
mm-hmm.
with people in it. There's no point
Yeah,
of
sure.
making all this money working so hard for nobody at the end of the day. If you can enjoy the
Mm-hmm,
process, even with people in it, especially with people in it, it will make the process so much easier and you can stick with the journey longer. So I have
mm-hmm.
friends there. I have Lewis Howes and Tom Bilyeu, like my two podcast inspirations, on there giving
Mm,
a public speech because I also want
uh-huh,
to get to a level where I can speak to an audience and public speak and give, like, for example, motivational talks as well.
mm-hmm.
I have volleyball on there because I love volleyball. That's my go-to sport
Well,
at the moment.
oh, sorry, I couldn't catch it.
Volleyball.
Volleyball.
Do you know
Well,
volleyball? Uh,
volleyball. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
yeah, volleyball. I
Oh,
don't know how I was gonna
yeah.
explain
Oh,
it,
okay.
but yeah, volleyball.
Okay. Yeah, you don't need to. Okay. Yeah. And
What else do I have on there? I have I just have a bank like I just have a bank account with a bunch of like numbers in it just because I want to make lots of money as well.
Ooh.
And then if I can remember, the last thing I have on there is I have two words. It's patience and then it's boldness.
Mm-hmm.
So the definition of patience and then the definition
Mm-hmm.
of bold.
Mm-hmm.
I have on there as well because those are some virtues, or it's just a good reminder to have,
Mm-hmm.
because being bold is
Mm-hmm.
taking risk, and your life won't
Mm-hmm.
change, or your life will be boring if you don't take bold action towards whatever you wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then having
Mm-hmm.
patience is, for example, building this brand, building this podcast, and building anything. It's having the patience to endure and go through the long periods and suffering until you reach the end result. And just knowing that everything will
Mm-hmm.
work out at the end, you just have to give it enough time and be grateful for that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I have on my vision board.
All right. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, actually, I wanted to ask one image, but yeah, thanks for walking me through yeah the things on
Yeah.
your
I'm sorry. I was
vision
just going
board.
through.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, and one more question. One more question. So, speaking of the bank account with a lot of money, then, have you ever thought of that? If there's no limit, if there's no limit on your budget, then, what do you want to do? And then, so when I ask people this question, then most of people say, "Oh, buying houses or traveling around the world, and buying some
Mhm.
expensive things." So. I just want to know, except those things, investment, or buying expensive things or houses, then what other things people want to do. So in my, yeah,
Besides all
right.
the
Yeah,
fancy
besides,
expensive
yeah,
things.
right, right, right. Yeah. For me,
Uh,
learning. Yeah. For me,
mm,
taking private classes or whatever. Yeah. So yeah, for
hmm
me, that's about learning. And yeah. So what about you?
I guess for me, I'm a very business oriented person. So the first thing that came to me,
Mm-hmm.
if we're not talking about all the luxuries in life, because I feel like
Mm-hmm.
if anybody had a lot of money, they would just immediately go to luxuries and then quickly figure out, hey, these things are cool for the
Mm-hmm.
moment, but they
Mm-hmm.
aren't what make you happy. I think
Mm-hmm.
happiness, I think money cannot buy happiness. It can just make your life easier
Mm-hmm.
and it can make it more
Mm-hmm.
enjoyable. But I don't think it
Mm-hmm.
buys happiness. But if money wasn't an issue, what would I do? Um, Probably go, besides traveling the world, just having more experiences in life in general. Having more experiences
Mm-hmm.
doing things with the people I love. Like I can bring everyone with me. It'd be a great time
Mm-hmm.
building things.
Mm-hmm.
I love building things. So if I had
Mm-hmm.
unlimited budget, I'm throwing
Building
everything into
things.
making the
Building
best
like
business I can.
uh-huh.
For example, budgeting, I can put
Uh,
all a bunch of money into editors, production. In terms of the Kubo tea, I can buy
mm-hmm.
like 5 stores, have like build up
Mm-hmm.
the staff, build up the team,
Mm-hmm.
have a crazy storefront. I just
Mm-hmm.
love building things. I find it fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Uh,
I don't know if that was the answer you're looking for, but that's the first thing that came to my mind.
yeah, hope it would come true.
It will, just give it time.
Yeah. Yeah, sure, 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 definitely. So, by the way, I really appreciate yeah, joining with me, and then yeah, so and yeah, so if you're up for it, then yeah, so we'll want to invite you for yeah, other future interviews, or yeah, so like lectures, giving
hmm
lectures to the
Yeah,
audience.
for sure.
Yeah, so yeah, sure, sure, sure. Yeah. So how was today's interview? Like, you're a professional podcast host, so
I
yeah,
wouldn't call
so
myself professional. I would just say I'm comfortable being I'm just used to it at this point.
uh-huh. All right. So yeah, so yeah, so how was it like being an
It was
interviewee
good. No,
throughout
no,
today's interview?
I enjoyed our time together. I enjoyed talking to you, Shine. I learned a lot about you.
Me
Um,
either.
thank you thank you for your time, even though it's probably like 1 a.m. and you need to go to sleep.
Okay, yeah, so fortunately I don't need to get up early next morning.
Oh,
Yeah, so tomorrow morning.
okay.
So Yeah. So
Yeah, because it's
anyways,
over here.
I
It's
appreciate it.
only
Yeah.
12 here. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's kind of a lunchtime. So all right, so I appreciate it. So but and I'll just yeah, so yeah, and I'll just leave comments on your YouTube or yeah, so on your Threads
Yeah, no
account. So
worries.
let's keep
Yeah, no
in
worries.
touch. All right.
Let's
So
keep in touch. And if you
so
guys want to,
bye for now.
if
Yeah.
everyone,
So have a good day. Oh,
yeah, no
sorry.
worries. No, I was gonna say if you guys want to follow me or whatever, if whoever's listening wants to keep in touch, you can keep in touch through my Instagram, which is I'm mainly active there. It's Vincent
Ah,
Hill, and
uh-huh.
then on YouTube and my other brands, it's either Kubo Tea or Kubo Tea Canada or Mindset Journaling,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where you can
Mm-hmm.
find me. But mainly on my personal, my main, it's Vincent Hill on Instagram is where I'm
Mm-hmm.
most active and where I respond to the quickest.
Okay, I get it. And then let me know when you just build the website, then I can just add it
Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah. No
Yeah.
worries. Yeah. And then
Okay,
for
good luck for
every
everything. Hmm.
for every it's a tradition. Well, I'm not the one, it's not my podcast, but in every tradition, when I do a podcast, I like to take a little picture, a selfie. So do you
Uh-huh.
mind if we take a little picture right here, right now?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, to be really
I'm gonna
honest,